Have you ever wondered what it might cost to sell your home here in Naples, Florida? So many times when people start thinking about selling their homes, the first thing that they think about or comes to mind is how much money will they make? Unfortunately, selling your home does come with a cost. You want to know more? I am Dr. Ron Repesi, your real estate doctor with Realty ONE Group Paradise here in sunny Naples, Florida. And it's about time to preach and it's about time to teach. With Naples, Florida being a vacation area, there is sure a lot of real estate activity. Many people are buying new homes to be near the beautiful beaches, and many people are just buying their homes because they want to be in this warm, beautiful climate. Whether a customer is either looking to relocate to the new area, or they're just looking maybe to downsize, or maybe they're upsizing their home, there are several things that we need to think about. And how much money can you make on selling your home is one thought that people commonly have in mind, but at the same time, as a real estate agent and your real estate advisor, we have to explain to you that there are costs involved as well. I will do another video on the buy side. Today, we are talking about the costs and fees common to the sale of your home. So let's start out with the number one would be the realtor's commission. Now, much of the time, the commission is split with the buyer's agent unless the listing agent also secures the buyer as well. Commissions will vary, and that'll be presented to you by the real estate agent that you decide to go with, and that'll happen at the time that you sign the listing contract or the listing agreement. Now, number two on this list is real estate taxes. If you've already prepaid your taxes for the year, you are going to actually get a credit at the time of closing as the seller. Otherwise, the closing agent or title company that you choose will prepare your pro rata share that is due to the seller, with the closing date being the determining factor. So that may be something that you may still owe on with regard to real estate taxes, or you may actually have a credit. Now, number three on my list of costs to selling your home is title insurance. Here in Southwest Florida, it varies as we're faced with a few possible contracts. With that being said, the most common coming from the neighbor contract here in Naples is the buyer will typically pay for that title policy. In Lee County, however, they use the FAR contract, and is more common in the FAR contract in Lee County for the seller to pay, although with that contract, there is an option. And besides all that, it can be a bargaining point like some other items that we're going to talk about today. So it's something that could be put into possible negotiations. Other typical seller expenses that we want to talk about regarding various fees will include closing fees and preparation of conveyance documents, including the deed, and that may run near around the $600 mark. There can be condo and HOA estoppel letters, just making sure you don't have any outstanding balances with regard to your homeowners association or condominium association. There can be mortgage payoff of an existing loan. If you have an existing mortgage, then you would have to pay off that balance at closing. There is documentary stamp taxes that are due, and that's 70 cents per $100. There's real estate transaction fees and/or processing fees, many times to the real estate brokerage. Any pre-contract condominium or HOA special assessments, so there could be special assessments. There can be wiring fees for the proceeds, and also wiring fees for the lender payoff. If this is a foreign transaction known as FIRTA, there can be other related fees and typically a 15% withholding. Last but not least, there can be balances on your utility services. There can be possibly a survey fee required. Condominium and/or cooperative document fees may pertain. And we have to also mention there can be some attorney's fees as well. One thing that is often advised, it can be a small additional cost to the seller. That can be a nice offering of value would be a home warranty service. And they're typically more or less around $500. It can be a good decision to add this, as the buyers many times will appreciate that. Now, for those considering selling your home and kind of doing it as a for sale by owner, just to save some money, let's talk about that a little bit regarding for sale by owners. We often explain that there's many documents and procedures that need to be handled properly. When it comes to real estate advisors commissions, as we talked about many times, people don't take into consideration these commissions are split between the buyer's agent and the listing agent. In addition, there's marketing costs, there's hiring a professional photographer, and there's added costs when we're now doing many times these 3D tours and the drone sky footage, which is really awesome. We have signage that we have to prepare, meaning placing a sign in the yard. And at the time, there's inconveniences to showing the home as far as for sale by owner, the time it would take to actually show the property when it wants to be presented. And not to mention, many times the for sale by owners undervalue the home on top of the limited exposure they will get compared to being listed on the major platforms, something very much to consider. The internet platforms, especially the multiple listing service, the MLS, that goes out to the local agents and published many times worldwide. There's a lot involved in selling your home, so choosing to work with a real estate agent experienced in the area that they love to do is a wise decision. The potential for higher sale prices can many times far exceed the average cost of selling your home utilizing a licensed real estate professional. So let's touch base again. It's a lot of information, but I thought, so many times people ask about the cost of selling their homes. So again, there's the realtor's commission if you're using a real estate agent. There's the real estate taxes, there's title insurance, there's closing fees, there's conveyance of the deed, there's document stamp taxes, there's processing fees potentially, special assessments possibly, wiring fees, foreign transactions come with their own fees. You have utility bills that may have balances. You may be required by a lender to do a survey, or most likely you'll be required to do an appraisal and a survey by a lender if you're taking out a mortgage. There can be condo and cooperative fees, and of course there can be attorney's fees. And I did mention the caveat of maybe tossing in a home warranty as an advantage, as buyers love to see that. If you've enjoyed this, again, we're talking about, have you ever wondered what it would cost to sell your home here in Naples, Florida? These are just things to be aware of when you're thinking about selling. If you've liked this video, please give me the thumbs up. Please like and subscribe to your Real Estate Doctor channel. You may enjoy some of my other videos. I will attach a link to, is downsizing an option to consider or not? So is downsizing an option to consider or not? I'll attach that link below. I am Dr. Ron Repesi with Realty ONE Group Paradise, wishing you many blessings, and we will catch you next time. And thank you again for watching. Appreciate you.